Good evening, guys. It's June 14th, 2022, and we're going to talk about my State 4130, the 2022 version with the big fat meats, and my 1987 Cannondale ST400 and how they compare. Okay, first of all, the State is a single speed, single or fixed. I have it set up single speed. What have I really done to this bike? I've added just some accessories. So I added XT pedals, Lezyne bottle cage, podium water bottle, a Physique saddle, a speed sleeve rear bag, and I just recently added my State Roadrunner handlebar bag that came off my Army Green 4130, which I just sold this past weekend. It also has a Wahoo Computer Mini, which you can't find anymore, but I like them. It's a good little computer. So I'm a fan of that computer. Now, the Cannondale ST400. Well, you guys know I picked it up really cheap, about 50 bucks. It was in pretty sad affair. It was really beat up. So what I started doing, I was going to repaint it, but I really haven't done that, obviously. What I did is I just sanded down the frame, and it's kind of got this retro rat look. The only regret I have is the original Cannondale decals got sanded over. So, I mean, if anybody knows Cannondale, they're going to know the fat tubes, the steel fork. You know, this one has a triple chain ring, 6 speeds in the rear, all Shimano 600 calipers. It's got a brand new seat post, a brand new saddle, handlebar tape, and some brake levers. It had the old school brake levers with the cables coming out. I just didn't like the look because if it was an old steel bike, I would have kept it that way. But since it's not, it's a Cannondale, I just wanted to look a little bit more modern. The 27 by 1.25 tires, they're really comfortable, really supple tires. I could only find them in Gumwall, but I think the Gumwall sets off the bike really nicely. You can see how low the seat position is because this is a 54 centimeter. I ride anywhere from a 50 to a 52. So this is, one size too big for me. But because the cranks are only 170, I'm still able to fit on the bike. When I stand over this bike, the rule of thumb used to be, at least an inch between your crotch and the top tube. Nowadays, guys don't follow that too much. Also, it's a horizontal top tube. So if you look at traditional horizontal top tube bikes, all the seat posts are fairly low compared to compact frames where there's a lot of seat posts showing. And what that creates is a little bit of compliance because there's more flexing of the seat post, whereas this seat post, extremely stiff. When you hit a bump, you feel that bump. With those steel front forks, fat alloy tubes, you feel everything. And that's why I really appreciate the fat tires. And these are considered fat for the day. 27 1.25, depending on the rim width, and these are narrow rims. These measure in at about 25 millimeters. Whereas these fat meats measure in at 38 millimeters, and I'm probably going to go up to a 40 on these. Like I told you, once I wear out the tires, I'll put some fatter meats on it. But right now, this is the way I have it set up. I think the summer's going to be fun because I've got like 2 retro bikes and like 4 modern bikes and a couple folding bikes. So my track bike's gone too. My my 6061 Black Label, sold that too. Some kid came over on the weekend and picked that up. So sold a few bikes. Probably going to sell more. That felt that I'm rebuilding is also a 54 centimeter. And I did find a 52 centimeter on sale for a good price. So I actually might pick that up. And since I don't feel 100% safe with that big dent in the top tube, I might just use that as a parts bike because it's got a great fork on it. It's got good set of wheels, good components that all work now. I took off the dumb brake levers, the extra brake levers, and it just looks cleaner, but I'm just not 100% comfortable going on a serious ride with a bike with a bent or with a big dent in the top tube. I mean, who knows if that thing's going to crack? And if it does crack on a descent, you're screwed, guys. You're screwed. Anyways, guys, you have any questions on these two bikes, please let me know.